afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
4 yards. That's good for our Cowboys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
Play action now. Prescott. He hits Blue. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. They'll wind up getting 4 down to 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Kansas City.
First and 10, here's Pacheco. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go...
That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Cowboys offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Left side to Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good.
Now the first carry. A fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what they can. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run the option on 2nd down. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Prescott. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brings up second down.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They're trying to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
46-yard line.
Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. This second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 47 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-17.
17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And the first down, Chiefs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man. It's Brown. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Demboyz take over 1st and 10.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
They go with blue between the tackles. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we're at the 41, second and 9.
Second down at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run again with blue. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up second down.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Toss play to the right to Blue. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
That's caught. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Kansas City.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Cowboys' 44.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Able to avoid him. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Quick slant to Brown. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to get this inside the 30.
11 more yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes this one to Pickens. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more run in this and future contests.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Now Dak. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw, Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Butker's kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 6, a little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Dak. He's got Pickens complete. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down.
And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.